Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the crochet ruffle pattern. So let's get started. For this tutorial I'm going to use a acrylic DK yarn from Paintbox. I will leave the color code in the description below, and a 4mm hook. So the first thing you will want to do is to make your chains. So go ahead and make a loop, put your hook through it. And the pattern repeat here is 5 plus 1. So make enough sets of 5 chains to suit the project you're working on, and then add 1. For this swatch I will make 20 stitches, so 4 times 5, and then I will make the extra one that is needed, so for a total of 21 chains. To start the first row of our piece, you will go to the second chain or loop from hook, so not this one but here, and you will place a half double. To do the half double, just yarn over, put your hook through that chain, yarn over again, pull through, and you should have 3 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all these loops. And you will go ahead and do that for the rest of your row. And bear in mind, I am using US terminology here, so if you're following with UK terminology, then the appropriate term for the half double is the half treble. They are the same stitches, just different terminology. And if you're looking for a step-by-step tutorial for how to make the half double, then I will link one that I made with step-by-step instructions in the description box below. So go ahead and place half doubles across all your chains. And if you're like me and you've made a swatch with 21 chains, you should have 20 stitches at the end of this row. So I will pause and I will meet you once I've completed this row. So here I finished my first row of half doubles. I will chain 1 and turn my piece, and then I will make a second row of half doubles. So go ahead, complete that, chain 1, turn your piece, and I'll meet you back for row 3 when our ruffles pattern begins. So for this third row here, you will place half double crochets in the first 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you will chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is this chain 10 piece that will make your first ruffle. And what you will do is you will put multiple double crochets in each of these chains in order to create that ruffle effect. So the first double crochet will go into the 4th chain from hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, go through your chain, and I like to pick up both loops of that chain, leaving only one underneath. I feel that because you're putting multiple stitches in the same chain, it makes it, it doesn't stretch out your chain and gives a better look. So yarn over again, pull through your chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's your first double crochet. If you want a more detailed tutorial on the double crochet, I will leave a link in the description box below. But then you will place a second double crochet in the same chain. And so for the rest of your chains, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those chains, of the remaining chains, you will put 3 double crochets in each of them. So 1, 2, and 3. And you will continue in this way until you reach this last one here. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back once I've reached this point. So now I will take my hook and I will go into that half double that we had crocheted before doing the chains, and I will just do a slip stitch, and that will just secure the ruffle where I want it to be. There we go. And then I will continue on the main piece of my fabric, just on top of where the other half double crochets were, by placing another 5 half double crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here in the 5th one, I will do the same. I will chain 10 and then go into that 4th chain, place 2 double crochets, and then place 3 double crochets across the rest of those chains. And I will continue doing that until I have only 5 stitches left. So I'll do that now, and then I'll meet you once I'm 5 stitches away from the end of my project. So here I've done 3 sets of ruffles, and I have only 5 stitches remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the remainder of this row, I will simply do half double crochets in those stitches. Then I will chain 1, and for my next row I will simply do another row of half double crochets. So I will go ahead, finish this row here. I've just reached the end of my stitches. I will chain 1 and do another row of half double crochets, and I'll meet you for our next row, row number 5. For this row 5, what you will do is you will place a half double crochet in the first 3 stitches, and then, you guessed it, you will chain 10, and make another ruffle. And for the rest of this row, once you've completed your ruffle here and done the slip stitch, you will simply place a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then on that 5th half double crochet you'll make another ruffle, and you'll do another 5 and then another ruffle, and so you'll continue in this way until you have only 2 half double crochets remaining. So I'll go ahead, do that, and meet you right before we finish this row. I have now almost finished row 5 and have only 2 stitches remaining. So again, I will take my hook and I will make 2 half double crochets. And these are the rows for our pattern repeat. So to continue and build up your piece, you will just repeat rows 2 to 5 until your desired length. So for the purposes of this video tutorial, I will work on a few more rows to show you the full effect of this pattern, and come back and share some tips and tricks I learned while making this very cute pattern. So here I have crocheted a few more rows so you can really see the ruffles pattern coming together and how it would look if you build up the rows. It is a very fun pattern, a lot of texture, and it is a very unique look. And of course you can always play with different yarns and different yarn weights for a slightly different effect. So this swatch was made with DK yarn. This one here was made with a worsted weight yarn, so you can see that the ruffles are bigger, the effect definitely much more exaggerated and pronounced. So you can pick different types of yarn to get a slightly different result, but always very pretty and always very fun. I think this stitch and this pattern would look perfect in a home decor item like a cushion potentially, but also as a detail on garments. A couple of tips that I picked up while crocheting this: make sure that your tension is even and make sure that your slip stitches here are tight. This will just give your piece a much more finished look. And like I said, when you are stitching the double crochets into the ruffles here, make sure to pick up 2 of the 3 loops that make your chains. This just ensures that your chain, or your stitches rather, are sitting nicely and tightly along your chain without pulling it and therefore creating a bit of a gap. So I hope you've enjoyed this pattern. I hope you give this a try. If you try this stitch and this pattern, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, there will be a detailed post with more instructions on my blog, the link to which you will find in the description box below. Happy crochet!